Hello, my lovelies. We are going to talk about WWE for a minute. Their upcoming pay per view is SummerSlam. Let's talk about their card rumors, predictions, and anything else you want to talk about in the comments. But first, this is actually posted by Brent Brookhouse. We're gonna get his predictions and we're gonna talk about the SummerSlam card. What do y'all think about the Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley match? We can talk about that in the comments. Personally, think they should have had Brock Lesnar come back and fight Bobby Lashley. And even though didn't want Brock Lesnar to win the title, I think he should have at least took it off of Bobby and then somebody else beat Brock Lesnar for it than Goldberg. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let's get right to it. So as we said, Brent Brookhouse is. I'm going to give him credit. This is the one who posted this. He posted this on August 9th. Everything. This is everything you need to know ahead of SummerSlam. That's on August 21st in Las Vegas. I have never been to Las Vegas. What about you guys? Okay, he goes on to say it's time for WWE to build the biggest event of the summer. SummerSlam will take place on August 21st at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. That marks a very rare case of a WWE pay per view taking place on a Saturday, as well as the first time WWE has held SummerSlam inside of a football stadium. That's pretty cool. Things are already taking shape for the Summer Spectacular, and there are plenty more huge matches expected to go down. As of now, there are 3 world title matches set for the event, with 2 legends challenging for the titles on the men's side of things, and Nikki Ash set to defend her Raw Women's title against former women's champions Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. On the SmackDown women's side, Bianca Belair will defend her title against Sasha Banks in a WrestleMania rematch. So before I go any further, we're going to talk a little bit about that, about what we just read so far. I think it's pretty cool that they're going to be holding SummerSlam, a pay per view at that, in a football stadium. What do you guys think? In the comments. Where else? What other football stadium would you like to see them host the pay per view in? Now, as far as the championship matches, I'm going to let you know what I'd like to see happen in the matches. You can let me know your opinions and your views on who do you want to win in the comments. And then I'll let you know what he's wrote for his predictions on and what the matches are. So as far as the first one with the Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley, I've already went over that for you. In this circumstance, because I don't really like Bobby Lashley, but I don't want Goldberg to win, but I just think they should let Goldberg win it and have somebody beat Goldberg 24 hours later, to be honest with you. Because in that way, it doesn't take away from Bobby Lashley's character. Because the only one that they should have beat Bobby Lashley at this point in time is either Roman Reigns, but they're not even on the same brand, or have Brock Lesnar come back to beat him. I just don't really want Bobby Lashley with the title anymore. He's too arrogant for me. Those are my personal opinions. Like I said, believe me, I've been watching WWE. I'm going to be 37. Been watching WWE since I was 6 months old and a bouncer. I don't remember, obviously, when I was a baby, but my mom has told me all my life. And I went to my first wrestling pay-per-view at 6 years old. So that's my opinion on that match. As far as the Roman Reigns versus John Cena, I do like Roman Reigns' new character. Let me put that out there. But I also like John Cena too. So as far as that match is concerned, I don't really like how Roman Reigns is having to use his family to cheat, though, and what he's doing to his family and what he used to stand for. He used to always say he was always big on family and would never do an angle like this as far as, dragging his family where he would hurt his own families. So what he did to Edge to me was wrong. I honestly think he needs to be knocked down a couple pegs. So I honestly want to see John Cena take the title from him or even not even like take the title from him, and not even really take the title from him. I keep saying I want him to take the title, but I don't even really want him to take the title. I want like Edge to come down and beat the bloody pulp out of Roman Reigns, and then there be some kind of setup for by Survivor Series, as they're already talking about, for the Rock versus Roman cousin versus cousin match at WrestleMania, and have Rock beat him for the title. As far as the whole, I'm not behind the Nikki Ash character. Although I'm glad that she actually finally had her moment in the spotlight, I am not for her character. I mean, I guess it's a matter of personal opinion. As far as Nikki Ash is concerned, I would much rather her have had the title during her Nikki Cross days, because that to me would have been more believable for the title. As far as this triple threat match, be pretty cool. I mean, I know the rumors are that Becky Lynch ain't coming back till around September, October, but it'd be pretty cool if, nobody's expecting that. And then Miss Becky, comes down during that or after. Remember, triple threat, no disqualifications. I would much rather Nikki Ash or Rhea Ripley in this instance, because obviously Becky Lynch isn't in the match. So I would much rather Nikki Ash or Rhea Ripley. I don't personally like Charlotte Flair anymore. I think she's just getting handed an awful lot more opportunities than most of the female roster. She's coming back and instantly thrown in the title scene, like literally instantly the same day. And then instantly given, the title. So I would much rather Nikki Ash or Rhea Ripley in that case. But a triple threat, I don't foresee them actually letting Nikki Ash win. Now, for the final thing in that paragraph, we're going to talk about, before I go further, we're going to talk about the Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. I don't know about any of you guys, but I was excited to see Sasha Banks come back. Yes, it kind of upset me a little bit that she turned heel, because to me there was really no point in it. We've seen Sasha be heel before, and I really think her and Bianca worked well as a tag team. I mean, yes, as far as storyline is concerned, I see WWE's angle with it, because Bianca beat her for the title at WrestleMania. So and then Bianca, Sasha wasn't seen again until that night. But I think they should have waited to turn her heel at least another SmackDown, or not the same night that she came back. Maybe at the next episode after that. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. Again, these are all my personal opinions. I've been an avid wrestling fan for quite a number of years. I'm willing to have discussions with people regarding all of this. I don't judge people for how they feel and their personal opinions. Again, like I said, these are my personal opinions. So let's move on. Oh. Now we're going to go WWE SummerSlam matches. Universal Championship, Roman Reigns, the champion, versus John Cena. Cena made his big return at Money in the Bank, confronting Reigns after Reigns successfully defended his title against Edge. The next night on Raw, Cena made the reasons for his return entirely clear. Reigns and Cena said an overexposed and overhyped gimmick, which I agreed with Cena. I mean, Cena still got it. Y'all have to agree. Cena still got it as far as his mic skills. He still got it on the mic. That he intends to take the Universal Championship from. Reigns refused Cena's challenge, instead agreeing to face Finn Balor. I mean, they made the women's match a triple threat without, they always try to throw Charlotte in a triple threat. I really think they shouldn't have screwed Finn Balor like that, because I really do like Finn Balor. I think he's an amazing wrestler. I think he really did deserve a title shot. If they wanted to still allow Cena in that match, because Cena did initially challenge Reigns, and Reigns, excuse my French, was bitched up. But I think guys, I ended up getting a phone call, so my husband's probably on his way home from work. Then it says, however, contract signing for Reigns versus Balor was interrupted by Baron Corbin, opening the door for Cena to run to the ring and sign his own name on the contract, which WWE said was enough to make the match official. I still don't understand what they're doing with Baron Corbin, y'all. What do y'all think about that? The Raw Women's Championship match, we already kind of discussed it a little bit as we were talking about up there. Y'all know how that one went down. I'm not going to discuss, I'm going to tell you the card, but I'm not really going to go into too much of what we've already seen play out as far as in their storyline that led to these matches. I mean, if you guys want me to recap that, I could do that as well. But we got Nikki Ash, the champion, versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. I still in this match think something's going to happen. What exactly, I don't know yet. We've already discussed the Bobby Lashley champion versus Goldberg. We discussed Bianca Belair versus Sasha. Edge versus Seth Rollins. Here we go. Rollins has attacked Edge on multiple occasions, including costing Edge the Universal title at Money in the Bank. After Rollins' attack again on SmackDown, Edge laid down the challenge, saying Rollins was trying to follow in his footsteps but couldn't fail them. Rollins tried to delay accepting the challenge but finally agreed when Edge said that Rollins was just Edge-like. I really want Edge to win that match. Seth cost him the title, and Seth did what he did when he tried to come out to the ring. I think Seth is actually dresses like a clown now. I'm sorry. Congratulations to him on his wedding with Becky Lynch, aka her real name is Becca Quinn, and their baby and all of that. But as his character, I don't like his character. That I tell my husband his laugh is a freaking annoying, y'all. I really can't do his laugh. But I really want Edge to win that. What do y'all think about that? The Edge versus Seth Rollins. Who do you want to win that? Then we got the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, the Usos versus the Mysterios. I've always liked the Usos and I've always liked the Mysterios. I don't like how the Usos won the championships from the Mysterios. I honestly think WWE should have let the Mysterios win those titles when there was live fans. And I don't really think that they should have just after Jimmy's DUI, literally not even a week later, basically rewarded him by giving them the tag team championship. Yes, it's not his brother Jay's fault, but at the same time, to me, that's rewarding the other one. And, for what? Yeah, it's like his fourth DWI. I don't condone DWIs. I'm sorry. I hope he gets his life together in his personal life. But that's how I feel about that. But I really, this match can go either way for me. I mean, as long as it's a clean match for me, but I would prefer the Mysterios to win. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that match. Who do you want to win that match? Then we got Sheamus versus Damian Priest. I never used to like Sheamus, but he's starting to slowly grow on me. But I also like Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest is a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. To me, I don't really care who wins that match. I'll be happy with either one. Let me know who you all want to win, Sheamus versus Damian Priest. But I think it would be pretty cool if they give Damian Priest a chance to win actually let him win the title and have a decent reign with it. Then remember again, Brent's the one who posted this. with CBS. These are his SummerSlam predictions. Raw Tag Team Championship, AJ Styles and Omos versus Randy Orton Riddle. Orton, has been off TV. Blase. WWE seemed fully committed to the chemistry he and Riddle had developed. Styles and almost are becoming an interesting act, but that need interesting challengers, and extending a rivalry with the Viking Raiders doesn't feel like a SummerSlam program. This is an ideal tag match for a big SummerSlam event. And then we got Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Corbin attacking Balor during his contract signing cost Balor a chance to face Reigns for the Universal title. It only makes sense that the next move is for the two men to wrestle at the upcoming pay-per-view event. So these are two matches that you might end up seeing at SummerSlam. Keep an eye out for these two, because there's talks right now about this, and Brent from CBS is actually predicting that on top of the ones we've already discussed, that you're going to end up seeing these two matches come about. I really hope that ends up coming about, and if Finn Balor fights Baron Corbin, I really hope that with their storyline they let Finn Balor win. Hold on, you guys. Okay, guys, hold on 1 second. I don't know what just happened. There we go. So anyway, back to what we were discussing as far as SummerSlam is concerned. In other news, I know it's not SummerSlam related, but that kind of, was crazy for me to see former 3-time world champion Bray Wyatt released by WWE after 12 years of the promotion. But comment in the comment section all your predictions out of all the cards from the SummerSlam card that we talked about, and let me know what your predictions are and what you think's going to happen and what you want to happen. You guys have a good night.